The last thing we will cover with the axial skeleton are some disorders and development. So here are three common disorders of the axial skeleton. We have scoliosis, which you'll notice is a curvature of the spine and the vertebrae. So your vertebrae usually will go up and down in a straight line, but in scoliosis it's curved. In kyphosis, it's actually commonly called hunchback. So you notice with this lady that you have an abnormal curvature in the thoracic vertebrae that bulges out like this. So that's kyphosis. Lordosis is when you have a deep curvature in the lumbar vertebrae below. So lordosis, for instance, is really common in women who are pregnant. Now let's take a look at the axial skeleton throughout life. So the axial skeleton does make some small changes as you grow. So you might know that when babies are born, they have the soft spot. What the soft spot is, it's a location right here and in other areas, is where the skull bones have not come together yet. They haven't fused together. And so you're left with these openings, and that's where the soft spot is. And you have to be really careful because basically there's no bone to protect. The term for the soft spots is called fetal fontanelle, and they're the gaps in the skull bones. The reason why they're there is to allow for growth. So the baby's brain is growing really rapidly, so we have to make sure that the bone can grow to accommodate the growing brain, which is why we leave these gaps. So here's a closer view. So you have different fontanelles. So for instance, right here is an anterior fontanelle. It's in the front part of the skull between the frontal bone and the parietal bone. And then you'll notice even in the back, the sutures aren't completely closed. So this would be the sagittal suture, and this would be the lambdoid suture. So just to summarize, the axial skeleton consists of the skull, that single hyoid bone, vertebral column, and thoracic cage. The skull consists of cranial and facial bones. The vertebral column consists of cervical, thoracic, and lumbar vertebrae, plus the sacrum and coccyx. And your thoracic cage consists of the sternum and 12 pairs of ribs.